The headline, AI girlfriends are ruining an entire generation of men. She wrote the following: apps have created virtual girlfriends that talk to you, love you, allow you to live out your erotic fantasies, and learn through data exactly what you like and what you don't like, creating the perfect relationship. And that young lonely men, quote, are choosing AI girlfriends over real women, meaning they don't have relationships with real women, don't marry them, and then don't have and raise babies with them. As I've discussed here before, we're living in an epidemic of loneliness among young men. Professor Scott Galloway told me that failing young men he perceives to be an existential crisis for the country. Why? Well, Pew found that 63% of young men under 30 are single, compared with only 34% of women the same age. 1 in 5 American men who are unmarried and not in a romantic relationship report not having any close friends. And according to Pew, there's a decline in the number of single men actively seeking relationships or even casual dates, currently around 50%. Joining me now is Liberty Vittert, professor of data science at Washington University in St. Louis and opinion contributor for The Hill. So not to be prurient at this time of day, but are all the needs of these young men able to be facilitated, taken care of by AI avatars?
Well, you have to think about this word AI that is in this. It's not a virtual girlfriend, it's an AI girlfriend. So it learns from you. It learns what you like and what you don't like, what kind of pictures you like, what kind of pictures you don't like. And while not all needs are met, that is the next step, is actual physical girlfriends, AI ones for that matter. And so the next step or the next frontier is one that can meet all of your needs.
So there's going to be some type of pairing between what I've already shown to the CNN audience and something 3D that's going to be, in your living room or bedroom?
Yes, I mean, that is the world we are moving into. And as you said, it's enabling this entire generation of young men to continue in this loneliness epidemic. It's really the enabler for this to continue.
Professor, what's going on with young women? If this is a trend among young men, is there something similarly taking place with the ladies?
We don't see that. With as you saw, it's 2 to 1, the ratio of single men to single women. Young women are marrying older men because they want to have children. They have a biological clock, and so you see them being with older men. And that is obviously causing huge issues with birth decline. We've had a 50% decline over the past 60 years because women go with older men. We also see psychologically that younger women, they have more close friends, they have more wider groups of friends, and they are not being nearly as affected as young men in this sort of silent epidemic of loneliness.
I have read about incels, involuntarily celibate guys who are angry about it. I think their argument is that women today are less approachable. Has something happened? Has something shifted in terms of the dynamics, the power dynamics between young men and young women? I guess that's my question.
I think there's certainly an argument there that, if you look at college campuses, there's more women than men. Women are having careers, they're having children later. So there might be an argument that men need to adapt to this change in women, but calling it women's fault, I don't think is probably the right way to go.
Professor Scott Galloway, himself a professor at NYU Stern School of Business and host of a successful podcast, Professor G is the title of it. He's often been a guest of mine talking about the troubles among young men. I'm going to show you and everyone else something that he said to me on these airwaves about a year ago, and then you can react. Roll it.
But the issue is, when you have a group of men, the lower half of attractiveness of men in online dating.
Hope you enjoyed the recent clip we shared from CNN. We'd love to dive into our thoughts and keep the conversation alive in the comments section. Don't forget to show your support by hitting the like button. To stay updated and see more content like this, follow our page and subscribe to our channel. Let's stay connected. As technology evolves, we find ourselves continually grappling with new phenomena that stand to change the very fabric of human relationships. AI girlfriends are a particularly poignant example, promising companionship and pleasure without the complications of human interaction. But what does this mean for a generation of men who are increasingly turning their attention to artificial companionship? The answer lies in a confluence of societal trends and technological advancements. We are living in an era where loneliness has become an epidemic, especially among young men. Studies have revealed startling statistics. A significant portion of young men under 30 are single, and many report not having any close friends. It's in this landscape that AI girlfriends are becoming an appealing alternative. But at what cost? These AI entities are designed to communicate and respond in ways that are pleasing to the user. They aren't just offering conversation, but also the illusion of a relationship tailored to individual preferences. They adapt and learn users' likes and dislikes, providing an experience that could be seen as the ultimate form of egoistic satisfaction. There's a certain appeal in having a perfect relationship with a being that is programmed to agree, flatter, and satisfy without the intricacies and challenges inherent in human relationships. However, this artificiality could detract from personal growth and the development of social skills needed to navigate the complexities of genuine coactions. Men opting for AI over human partners is a manifestation of deeper societal woes. The declining interest in pursuing real-life relationships speaks volumes about the changing dynamics of modern courtship and the rising barriers to forming meaningful coactions. Furthermore, there's the issue of whether turning to AI companionship contributes to or merely reveals the underlying disconnect many feel when it comes to forming relationships. On the other hand, one could argue that AI girlfriends offer a solution to the loneliness epidemic, a stopgap for the void felt by many. But we must consider the long-term implications. If we condition an entire generation to seek solace in the arms of AI, what happens to human intimacy, family structures, and even population demographics? As AI continues to advance, there is talk of integrating these virtual companions with physical counterparts, potentially exacerbating the issue. We must question the ethics and societal impact of such developments. Are we witnessing the evolution of relationships, or are we enabling a retreat from the very essence of human coaction? In closing, the rise of AI girlfriends is a double-edged sword that poses significant threats to social structures and individual growth. It's tempting to embrace technology's ability to fill the void created by modern life's isolation, yet we must be wary of relying too heavily on artificiality at the expense of our humanity. As with all advances, we need to tread carefully, considering not just what is possible, but also what is beneficial in the long term to both individuals and society as a whole.